Hey everybody, it's another one of these bonus streams. I'm Beej. Thanks for joining us tonight. Us, the royal me. Thanks for joining me tonight on the Loading Ready Run Massive Entertainment Network here on the internets. You're watching this on Twitch TV, or maybe you're watching it on YouTube. We're doing stuff this evening. Let's go through the first things I do, and then we'll talk about what this evening looks like. Thank you to all of you who support us here. We're having a couple weeks of very different streaming, and because we're filming Friday nights, and that means that a lot of people are very, very busy. Right, I should run the things I'm supposed to click on. That's why normally I leave those screens up so I can actually toot that, and then also do the thing on the other site. We are doing Friday nights filming, and that has disrupted a lot of our streams, but we are filling in here and there with other things to do. This kind of just came to me as a thing. This is stream 2 of my Fallout Odyssey. Let's talk about how you support us, because that's what's very important too. You support us through the Patreon, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, and thank you for doing that. That does make a big difference to us. That is that and the YouTube support on our YouTube channel. You can become a member on any of our YouTube channels. You can also give super thanks on those channels as well. I just ate a lot of beef. I'll tell you more about that in a second. But also you can go to our store.loadingreadyrun.com. Store.loadingreadyrun.com is the place to go buy merchandise that has to do with us. And if you see something you're like, man, I want that shirt in a large, and they're all out, just select large first. Make sure that we know that you're out and leave it selected. And then put in your email address. That'll let you know when any of the things that are on the website or on the store that are currently not in stock. Let you know when those come back into stock. I don't do anything weird with the emails. At night I print them and I read them. It's just a thing that that way it lets you know that something has come back into stock. And also here on Twitch, and we're going to welcome all of our Twitch subs and dubs later. Not during the stream. I did see Juliamon sneak their subscription in before I went live, so I'm just going to call that one out right now to be like, oh, I bet you didn't want that one on the in the notifications. But no, I saw it. 120 months. That's 10 years. Congrats on your 10-year anniversary, Juliamon. I don't get to call out too many of those, but it's very exciting to see people be around here for a long, long time. Now, let's repost, or let's edit that. The Mastodon post. I'm going to edit it because you can do that on Mastodon. Whoop, that's the wrong key. https:// There we go. Save changes. There we go. Now it's a hyperlink. Thank you, of course, to all of our mods who back us for many, many months. And who just being here and doing things too. And thank you to all of you who back us for all the many months that you have been doing that. It does make a big difference. Every little bit of what you are doing helps to keep the engine running here, and we appreciate that. We also appreciate the US backing us on the Friday Nights Kickstarter as well. That was very successful, and it has made a huge difference in us being able to do some cool things this year for this season. Now, why are we here? We're here because of Fallout. And as I said last time on what I was going to call Stream 0, but essentially was Stream 1 because we just started streaming Fallout, the idea was my only connection to Fallout has just kind of been like, oh, cool, that exists as a thing, and I kind of like the aesthetic. And then Fallout Shelter came out for free for phones, and so I played that. And in fact, I even, I should have had a plug. I didn't even think I was going to do this. It's like, nah, probably. Why would I do this? Where is that copy of Fallout Shelter? Fallout Shelter was the... did I just delete it because I decided that was a bad idea to have it installed on my phone? Sounds like me. Fallout Shelter. So I had... so I got a copy of Fallout Shelter a while ago and played that for a very, very long time to the point where... I deleted it from my phone actually a while ago, and then I was like, well, let's just load it back up and see what it's like, because there's some new things that have been thrown into it. Again, this is not a Fallout sponsored stream or anything along that line. I'm not making you go buy it. It is on sale, I believe, right now in the Humble store if you want the first two Humble games. But yeah, I when I signed back in, I realized that there's going to be a lot of green. So sorry about that. But I realized that I have like done. Oh, you probably can't see it because it's all the green's been keyed out. I have over 1 million caps, and I have 195 people living in my vaults with 95% happiness, and I have pets everywhere because you can put dogs in the vaults apparently, and cats and whatnot. I haven't seen like anything other weirdly. I have a ton of people just like waiting to get in, and including some Mr. Handies that I haven't opened the door for yet, and I forget how to do any of that. But yeah, everything I have in the game is 100%. And I was like, right, I did stop playing it because of that reason. So, okay. But now that there's new things they put in the game, because they updated Fallout Shelter a month ago, I was like, I should play more of that and see what I can do. And now, but I come back to it the other night, and I was like, I can't remember how to play anything in this game. I remember you tap on stuff, but I don't know what happens. And mole rats attacked. I'm like, I don't know what to do again. Shit, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just let it. They'll attack them, and so I'm like, oh god. So this is a lot easier because this is just Fallout. And I wanted to play it in maybe the best way I could possibly come at it. So we decided to do the Fallout 1 and 2 mod, or what's been called Fallout Ep2, but now it has the term Fallout 1 and 2. And we did play it the other day. Is it going to let me choose where I want to install it? That would be great. I have read and accept the EULA. Are there options? I get to choose where it goes. Even better. Sure. Let's put it in the... can you make a new folder from here? Probably not. In fact, let's change the name of the install folder. Yeah, exit setup. Don't call it Fallout. Let's call it something else. Fallout install. There we go. And I decided rather than run the Steam version, I talked with Texan about this actually, and was told that there are setup options. Actually, you know what? I could just change this to G, couldn't I? We were not going to bother with that though, and we'll check file integrity because I need to know everything is fine. We'll see if it works. And yeah, it's what Fallout 1 and 2 does is it takes Fallout 1 and it pushes all the information into Fallout 2's engine. So we're going to try the GOG version to see if I get the better visual options, the screen resolution options and stuff that has a little more configuration or not. Because ultimately, in my understanding, is they're both the same thing. And yeah, I don't really know much about that. So yeah. Anyway, while this is doing its thing, why is it installing .NET 4.0? Well, okay, whatever. So here is the thing. Tech support just goes to BethSoft. Not interested. Thank you. There we go. If I was to just smash the play button, or wait, there's a README. Unblock content? It's a text file. It's not a text file. Enabling high resolutions, click on options, click on screen settings, and then you can select all those things from in there. Ah, okay. And then there's PDF of the original manual and stuff. So if I wait. From the title screen, click on options. Okay. Oh, when launching from Steam. Should you play the game of the classic? I may not want to do that. Okay, don't want to, yeah. They have included the Fallout 1 high resolution patch 418 by Matt Wells. Okay, so that means that the what I did to the Steam version is probably available if I had said that, no, I want to use the mash patch instead, which is what I decided not to do. As I said, don't use that. Use the high-res thing as it's installed. So if I go play, yeah, skip all that, and then I go options, screen settings. This is where I get to pick what I want it to be. Turn on scaling, 32-bit. I think that's automatic. Oh, and then you can do the things like turn off fog of war and stuff. Ignore PC scroll limit. I'm guessing all these things are fine. Oh, right. And then you get to change what you want to look like. Metal, leather, nothing. I'll leave it on metal. It looks fine. Oh, actually, the leather's kind of nice. Maybe we'll just leave it at that. And I go take off windowed? No. We want to scale 2x times. And then we go done. And then I go new game. I don't know if it feels that easier to read or not. I want to load my game, but I can't load my game because there are no games to load there. Well, let's just start a new game and just see what happens. Hi.
Hi, I need that thing.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. We got that thing. All right. Now, I feel like I'm zoomed in a little tighter than I was on the other one. And of course, it doesn't have the patch stuff yet because we haven't put that in there, but that's fine. Yeah. God, I think this is going to be way easier to play if I do this. Okay. So we're going to leave, exit game. So now the question is, am I better off trying to reinstall the other? No, I'm probably better. Well, we have this installed. We know that for sure, right? It's installed in GOG Games Fallout. There it is, one. So we're going to install the next one. And then we're going to put the stuff in there, and then I'm going to... Is there a place... Where do your save files live? I'm assuming the save files are all the same across. Okay, save games. They'll all go in there. That makes sense. I know that this is essentially like building off of a DOS game, but I just never know when... Actually, okay, you make a good point. Adding the if that option is available in the Steam version as well, and I disabled it, actually that's a good. Hang on a second. As also got mentioned here, F1 res config. You can just do it from here. So we could turn off the scaling. And I could aim for a widescreen 720 mode. High-res patch is disabled. Fallout US 1 V1. Cancel. I mean, this is probably where it's all done anyway, right? It's a high-res mod. Okay. If we go play, yeah, thank you. Options, screen settings. It shows me all this. If I turn that off and I tell it I want to do like 720p, new game, sure. I'm zoomed out more than I was. I am zoomed out more than I was. Yeah, don't like that as much. So maybe what I want is to be zoomed in a little bit more. I mean, we picked this, and double scaling would get me to 540. And that was reasonably comfortable. Maybe 6. That's square though. Their double scaling ones are like that, 1280 by 960. Yeah. Well, if my scaling ones are like this, that's 540. That's much lower. Yeah, 640 by 480 exactly. So 540 is a little bit more higher res than I thought. It seemed pretty comfortable. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to if what like the 2 times text in a UI is not a bad thing, Square.cube, but actually being zoomed in just a little bit more was kind of like nice as well. So having like 16 by 9, that's a little closer. Maybe this is better. I mean, we had 1280 by 720. These are weird ones. Here, let's try 1176 by 664. Will the monitor even support that? Doesn't feel that much closer compared to the other one. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. How far down? I mean, do I really have to? Maybe this is what I want. Because this seemed plenty close. It's funny because just being able to like select things and move on with them seemed pretty good. This feels comfortable, right? Like this actually feels quite comfortable to play at. I mean, probably because it's a lot more. It feels a lot more like the. It feels a lot more like I would expect the game to feel, but it's wide as well. Yeah. And I can read everything comfortably. I think that's maybe what we're going to do. Okay, let's exit. So now, let's go ahead and just install the rest of the other Fallout. We'll run the patch on the other version, and then I'll move my save games over, and we'll see how if that goes well or not. Yeah, G, that's good. That's good. I have read and accept the EULA. Yeah, being able to see stuff that's clickable feels more correct to me. Cat card, I played it the other day, so I have a save file from there. All right, so now we've got that, and they say to copy the install, which is here. Open that with 7, extract files to the Fallout 2 directory. In that, full path names. Okay. Install Fallout 2 into your Fallout 2 folder. Go into your Fallout 2 folder. Go into Fallout 1 and 2. Oh, it did that thing. Did it not? Yeah, it did do that thing. What's the easiest way to do this? I guess probably just this. Come with me. Great. I hope there are no hidden files. Start the UDAT or UNDAT and select Master DAT from your Fallout 1 installation. Not there. From the GOG one. Master DAT. Open. Select it and install in there. Extract. That is done. And then extract the files and now play the game, which I believe is just run this. Now it has its own patch, is compatible with the settings of the high resolution patch by MASH. Disable high res mode option, DDRA INI. Oh, so I could still probably do this. Do you want to disable it? No, I don't. I don't think. Because I think this is what enables me the ability to get the screen settings. It goes right down to 720. Hang on. Right, there are no game files to load here yet. Let's just do a new game real fast. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it still seems pretty zoomed out. So I do have to do the... Can't change them from here, can I? Nope. Okay. Exit game, yes. Options, screen settings, 1080, because that's essentially looking at something by 540. Now, why doesn't that seem like it's zoomed in any further? What changed? Scaling, 1080. Like, we were doing it before, and it seemed to be fine. Let's make it miserable. Let's go all the way in. It did not change at all. So, if nothing changed, like, okay, let's just try 640 by 480. What happens? Yeah, I think I have to exit the game in order to get the damn thing to respect this for some reason, which feels weird. Done. Exit. So it might be that I said don't use that patch, but maybe I do have to disable it in order for it to work. See, now this looks very different, right? Oh, it looks very, very different. Scaling's on. New game. Take. Woof. Okay. Wow. If you want to play the whole game at the same time? Whoo. Let's pick the absolute smallest. Go done. Exit. Maybe that'll save it. No high-res patch. Or not the mash patch anyway. Now we're very close. Ooh, that's unreadable. That's your standard 640 by 480. Absolutely. God, it looks blurry to me. Feels blurry, I think, is maybe the problem. I feel like we nailed it before we installed this. This version of SFL is only great high-resolution patch mode. Settings high-resolution patch by match. If you want to continue using high-resolution patch by match, you'll see the message to the high-res mode option in DDR. Disable external high-res patch to get new structures. Okay, so apparently there's supposed to be new graphics improvements from SFL anyway, but that is what we already did. Like, then there's no reason for me to use the GOG version of this if it seems like graphics mode 0. High-res graphics mode basics, SFL, DirectX mode full screen. Yeah, I wonder if we're probably better off continuing to play the way we have always played. In fact, we can even mess around a bit with what those settings are as well. So I'm just going to close that. Just don't need that. Steam library, Steam apps, common, Fallout. Nope. I need to go to the Fallout 2 directory in order to play the original Fallout, because that makes all the sense in the world. If we play this one, yeah, they don't have the panel built into the Steam version here. That's fine. And everything looked like this. Not terrible. Let's shrink me down a bit. Ride me in the corner there. That's good. So if we have this, and there's no way to change the visuals here, and I've already turned off a thing, they said I have to go into Direct Draw to make that difference. So I go into Direct Draw. High-res mode, built-in one. And settings will be read from F2 Res INI. And it is enabled. Multiple paths, folders, or mods, patches. So anyone who came here being like, oh, he's going to play Fallout. It's like, yes, I was going to play Fallout. I am still going to play Fallout. We're just going to massage this a bit for maybe about another, 15 minutes or so. And if we can't figure out anything else, I might just go ahead and keep playing a little more tonight. We know we're DX9 full screen. That's fine. If using DX9 mode, this changes resolution. Simply stretch fit in the window does not let you see more of the map. Use Fallout's native resolution. Okay. It's funny, I don't know why I wouldn't want to just have more action points displayed in the interface bar, but it starts with 0, so I guess I'll leave it at 0 for the time being. Inputs and reloads and some miscellaneous stuff. Oh, that's cool. Change your initial starting location. Yeah, there's too much stuff in here that has to do with the game itself. Changing little bits of the game. I saw one thing that was like, set to 0 if you want to die the instant you leave Arroyo. And I'm like, cool. I know Arroyo is like a place in the game, so that sounds like fun. Okay, let's go to F2 Res INI. We were in D-Draw. F2 Res INI. All right. Sure, that's fine. Graphics mode 2 to enable DirectX 9 mode, which makes sense. Scale 2x is at 0. Full screen res, we had it at 1920 by 1080, so we had changed it back to 720. So if I do this, and we change this to that, 60, yes. I was about to go Control 0. I've used a lot of Nano. That is my preferred editor in 960 by 540. I can't do. But I didn't ask for that. I asked for 12. So it's like, I can't do this. I'm like, that's fine. I don't want you to do that. I want you to do 1920 by 1080. We ran into this problem last time. Okay. But this is Mash's stuff. Is this a new version of that? And why does this have to be so goddamn hard? Okay. Because if I use their built-in mode, probably because you have one of those SFalls graphic modes enabled, disable SFalls to use mashes. She also says the graphics width and graphics height to greater than or equal to your high res width and height. Otherwise, this will scale down instead of up. Requires a screen resolution of 1280 by 960 or greater. Okay, back to D-Draw. Select one to built-in high-res patch that is similar to the high-res patch by Mash. So if I change this to 0, does that not, like, did that not say that setting it to 0 means that it enables Mash's patch instead? Should scale 2x be 1? I thought I had it set to 1. I'll go back and double check. High-res patch graphic mode, keep saying to 0. To disable stalls, set the mode under graphics section to 0. Under graphics, set mode to 0. That's not graphics, though. That's just main. So this has seen some updates, probably. Graphics, mode 0. I have to set this to 8-bit full screen to disable DirectX 9. If using the high range badge by mash, this will always be read from the main DTGRAW file. So if I set this to 0, okay. Maybe I have to change it here. Okay, we want high res mode. I think we know that. I think what we want is to set these to be 1920 wide by 1080 tall. Yeah, I think I have that right. How many of these things can we change and then forget what we've changed and not be able to go back? That's what we're really trying to do today. So we've got that. And if I run this based on, let's have a look at F2 res here for a second. And we say scale to that. I mean, that worked for versions of worked. That seems bigger. Oh, yo, shit, that worked. I still get 16 by 9. And I think it's been doubled up. I think it is comfortable. So let's keep playing. Hey, everybody, we're playing Fallout, finally. There's a man in the room. I did find a way to fight the rad scorpions. I don't think I have anything else to do here. But we did it. I can see. It'd be kind of nice if you could actually, like, now that I can't see as much of the map, it's kind of like, oh, but I wish I could see more of the map. Except that I know that will be absolutely awful when I try to make anything else work. Right. Trying to remember. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of anti-venom. That's how we ended that off. And there it is. And we have an crowbar and some other stuff. I'm carrying so much crap. So much, so many bullets for things that I don't use, and then I have this, which is bullets I do use. I converted all my tails because I believe I picked up 9, and I don't think my man here has. I don't think he has any left. Let's see what he's carrying. A knife. He has rocks. And he has a bunch of ammo. That is, I hope, appropriate. I can always give him some of mine. Right. It is a good leather jacket, I think. Thank you, Map. Yeah, I'm not a bad person at all. I guess that's Seth. Oh, can you treat him yourself? Is that the idea? Grateful you destroying the rad scorpions. I don't think he has anything else I need to know about. I cured Jarvis of his poisoning. Nice. Okay, so I have to do a lot of things myself. Good to know. Seth's younger brother, please, just ask. Tell me more about your brother. He's a good fighter, very determined, a little too much sometimes. For the welfare of our village. Tell me more. No, just keep telling me more. About the town? Founded by a great ancestor, our current leader, Aradesh. He can tell you more about our story of where irrigation doing well for ourselves. Anything else? No. Barter? You have anything cool? You just woke up. You probably don't have anything. That is okay. Tell me about crop rotation. I am going to go back to that dude, the farmer, and find out if he will tell me about crop rotation if I just straight up ask. He's probably not out, is he? No, they get to sleep. Hello. True community, how do you survive? Aradesh is your leader. Bite. Guess maybe I have to wait till the morning. Rat's corpse got killed last night. There is a different farmer that I think I had to talk to. Moo, moo, moo. Because it is like, it's late, isn't it? It's like 2 in the morning. Rest until morning. Yeah, I definitely do not have 40% in science, Lord Zine. I was hoping that by just talking to the guy who was the farmer that I couldn't get answers out of last time, that he would be like, he would be like, oh, you're asking specifically about this. Let me give it away because you know to talk to me about this. That kind of situation. Worth a shot. I agree. I guess we have to wait for someone to show up who's... what is down here anyway? I forget. Oh, there's just a guy here. Hello again. What are you doing? I am a farmer. He just knows that that he doesn't want to talk to me about it. He's like, no, this jackass isn't going to know what's going on. Ah. Perfect. I need a rope and a sledgehammer. How did the game know that I needed a rope and a sledgehammer? Boy, some of them show up as red, and I don't like that at all. Is it because they're like weirdly obscured or because they're active? Already got the books. Yeah, they have to be in line of sight, apparently. Right, the things that are red are... maybe because they are in my line of sight. Oh, because they're technically targets. That must also be it. It's like, you can attack this. And I'm like, I guess I can. Hi. Mole. Oh, there's a thing. Steal their perfectly good shovel. Always pick up everything. Oh. A knife. Ah, yes. I had heard that, yes, you can kill children in this game, and that was a huge controversy at the time when the game came out. And then patches removed your ability to be able to do that. I never would have seen that. You see, you have no idea. Is it porn? Cafe paw. Is it furry porn? It's just bathroom reading. Okay. Oh, cat's paw. I am kind of impressed by the fact that that was visible to me, like, kind of outside the bathroom. Even though I thought the game was pretty clear about, like, oh, only stuff that's line of sight I'm going to actually highlight for you. That weirdly felt like this is a thing I want you to find. Ah. Fallout 2 has a quest to gather some of those things. Okay. Which is funny because that means, yeah, some of the things from Fallout 2, I guess, still make their way into this. Still make their way into the game. I'd like to think, though, that, like, in the post-apocalyptica, that people discovered that's like, okay, but you know what really sells very well is, like, has always sold very, very well is really high-quality furry porn. I want to believe that that's, like, a truth of the post-apocalypse is, like, you can make money this way. It's like Patreon doesn't just have to be about... doesn't just have to be, you know, something that we have online. It can just be something that is in our lives forever. How? She does not want me looking at that bookcase. Ow. Okay. No, 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 no. I'll leave. Jesus. Why did I aggro the town? I just went to go look at the bookcase. No, 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 no. Did I heal the dude? No, I did not. Let's go heal the dude. I didn't want to read. Fuck. Name is Jarvis. Tell me more about your brother. Some part of the town. You weren't carrying anything interesting. Let's leave. Now, I left. Save. Done. Let's go back inside. Hello. You can look at the bookcase. It's a doctor's bag, a first aid book, some stim packs, and a first aid kit. Now, let's just take it all. Are they going to get mad? They didn't. They don't even consider it theft. This time she didn't see me take it, I guess. That must be what happened. All right. And then let's go steal all those other tools. Because I have, like, the doctor's bag, which I don't know. You can use it. Okay, that makes sense. Just walking around town with dynamite. I think the sledgehammer was down here with the rope. Yeah, I don't have the pathing set up to go a certain distance outside of where I am. Oh, Matt Berry was so good as the robot in that in the Fallouts. When I heard him is talking and is like and just being like, what kind of that whole like what kind of dressing would you like? Something synthetic, comfortable cotton, or a something synthetic blend? And just being like, holy shit, that's Matt Berry. And then to get to see him in the to actually get to see him in the show later, like as through a flashback, was like, oh, that's cool too. Kids just coming into the bathroom, making a mess. I think I've stolen everything they have. I mean, I've borrowed all the things that make the game worthwhile. And I rated this one already, pretty sure. Yes. Yes. All right. Oh, thank Dharma you're here, Wanderer. My girl, Tandy, Aradish's daughter, has been kidnapped. We believe the raiders have her. Oh, well, see you later. Where are these raiders? To the southeast. Hurry, please hurry. Don't know what they do to her. I'll get her back for you. How much is this job worth to you? I'll just get her back for you. That's the kind of person I am. I need help finding Tandy. Little sister to me, one of the raider groups. Find as much information as you can. Equip yourself before you go after them. Don't be so quick to fight. Even they will sometimes listen to reason. Oh, that sounds like me. Better equipment, scavenge it, get hurt, stim packs. That's all for now, thanks. All right. Oh, thank you. Talk to Aradish about Tandy. Yes, why not? Can't believe Tandy disappeared. Find her, Aradish. Something bad happened to her. Yes. Okay. Where is Aradesh in this? He's in here. He's down here. It's like I'm trying to remember. There's not that many places to be. There he is. You're right. He does that thing where he stands in a corner.
Thank goodness you came. I am in desperate need of assistance. My daughter Tandy is missing. I do not know what to do.
Have you tried to save her?
My people are not skilled in this. Already 3 patrols have gone out to look, but none returned. Will you help me?
Who could have taken her?
Seth and I believe one of the raider clans is responsible. Retribution for our resistance to them. Take this spear. It was found where my daughter was last seen.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Please, talk to Seth. He knows much about these raiders. And Godspeed, Wanderer.
The nice thing is you could probably, Amazon could probably get Tony Shalhoub to be in the Follow TV series if they wanted. All right. I believe Seth said, I'm working on it. I need more supplies. Let's try that. Okay. That did not help. Well, we'll leave. I probably can't walk around the outside of the town, can I? No. Here? Raiders. Yeah. Fast travel. Oh, perfect. Midnight. Excellent time to show up at the Raider camp. Razor tip pull arm shaft is wood and the tip is worked steel. Weighs 4 pounds. Three to 11. Is that better than the crowbar? The crowbar is also 3 to 11. Why do I not see it anymore? There it is. Range 2. Ah. Let's start with this. Please don't be so quick to... Now, if I show up carrying a spear, are they going to be mad? Let's save Tendi. I know that's not her name. Ooh, a tough one, eh? I mean... Oh, shit, you got a whole thing going on. Oh, we're in combat. I just want to talk. Sigh. Oh, they're being hostile. All right. Look, you started it. Petrox used booze. Okay. So we shot one of you. No. Thanks. Blood and darkness. Actually get that 95%. I just would like to not have to this to be a whole frickin' thing. I feel like I'm going to hit Ian if I do that. Nope. So, I've seen this thing come up like, what is this water chip thing? And so this got explained to me that apparently after World War II, there was a divergent there's a divergent history essentially of what happened to the Fallout universe versus our universe. In their universe, they invented all sorts of cool atomic energy stuff. They basically just went all in on atomic energy, which is why all like TVs and stuff all look like the still CRTs and all that kind of crap, because they didn't go any further with things. And I was just kind of like, oh, so when they say they go into the vaults and they come out 200 years later, it's like, yeah, they go into the vaults in like 2077 or something like that. Like it's like they spent a good number of years just basically cranking out atomic whatever, and they got to like fusion, because I think all the power armor runs off of fusion. So yeah, that's why I guess you also don't hear too much about gasoline in the. That's also I think why in the Fallout TV series the cars when they're driving around they don't when they turn on and turn off, they don't seem to make the sound of they sound electric, or I guess they're probably running off of like fusion batteries or something else like that. So they're just kind of like, and they just kind of roll out. Which you can do with electric cars while you're filming if you want to. Just take it out of the sound anyway. But maybe I want to post up somewhere that gives me some cover. There's no such thing. Oh. I feel like I'm gonna hit Ian if I do that. Walk forward 2. I probably won't hit him with this. Gasp. Oh. Gonna need to reload pretty soon. Might as well do it now. Thanks. Should have had stim packs on me. Oh. Yeah, that's it.
The darkness of the afterlife is all that awaits you now. May you find more peace in that world than you found in this one.
All right. Oh, you can use them from the inventory? Great. So then I don't necessarily need... If I don't have any weapons out, can I just talk to them? Well, you might as well give it a shot. Carl Deathhand loves his warriors. Put that thing away and go talk to him. Okay. For a woman named Tandy, seen her. Ain't seen her, why asking? Bounty on her head. Hmm. I don't need to provoke a fight for that. Disband with a butcher's knife. Tolia. Whatever it is, who are you? Beej, what do you do? As a raider, explore the lands in search of new supplies. There have been some towns with Gracespire presence. Yeah, it's really great of you. I'm sure Garl is pleased with you. What places have you been to? Been to many places. Closest I've been to is Shady Sands and Junktown. Very grateful for the trips we make to them. You visit Shady Sands from time to time. Adds a little excitement. What about Junktown? A little bit south of here, go a few miles to ride the dying cactus. You can't miss it. Can you tell me about your camp? Carl never tells me to talk to a stranger. You're right. I'm Beej. Can you tell me something about your band? We are the Khan, and the leader is Garl. Most feared group in the wasteland with good reason. We take what we want, and those who get in our way pay the price. What do you do? I'm sure Garl is pleased with you. Okay, so Tolia has some authority. 44 Magnum FMJ, which I do not need at the moment. Maybe ever. Looking for women, looking for a friend of mine. I see. So I'll have that option probably several more times. Ah, Banyo. Frag grenade. Fruit. I love fruit. No preservatives, no additional food coloring. At least stuff stacks. I have many grenades now. So I need to get on top of this building so I can shoot through the roof and then basically throw everybody else off. Right? Need to get my snipers in position. All right, so let's see if these guys will let me in the front door. Tough Desert Raider. I think I'm gonna have to do the "you're lying" thing if I'm not careful. Oh, I can't. I'm just allowed to go in, am I? Save game. I want those books. They don't like that very much. I bet you... Bruised and battered woman. What do you want? Come in peace, negotiate the release of Tandy. I'll fight you one-on-one. That's not going to help. I'll give you something of equal value. I got these BBs. Spiked Knuckles, Booze, 44 Magnum. So I need to make up $1,100. Use the steal skill. Yeah, I should do that. I don't know, man. Here, have all these. All. No, that's not going to do it. All. How about my gun? No, it's not worth enough. Here, I found a grenade. That's 150? Really? What about my favorite gun? Oh. How about you have your spear back? Wow. Got this rope. You want a sledgehammer? Shovel? Doctor's bag? How about an N knife? $40. $100 for all those. Set timer on the bomb. Use pickpocket on him to place the bomb. Walk away and wait. Oh, yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it? It'd probably kill Tandy, though, wouldn't it? She'd be in the area. You don't have to do the quest immediately. Oh, okay. So I could come back here later and just basically wipe the floor with them. She's next room over? Oh. Done. Can I walk through the whole place?
Oh, it's you again. Are you gonna get me out?
Yeah, it's just trying to get you out.
Well, what's your plan?
Wait for the doors to open, then run for it.
That's it? That's your plan? Ugh. All right, but hurry. I heard them talking and I didn't like their plans.
Door's locked. I mean, if I can come back later and do this, I might just do that. Get a little more, powerful, perhaps. Junktown is... Really? Is that where that is? Or is that the hub? Well, one of those things is something. Jesus. Yep. Oh, shit. Probably need these. Since I can't hit any or fight anything immediately. Bonk. Oof. Nice. Sure. I guess I also have that spear, don't I? I am poisoned. Poison has left my system. Now, when you have a random encounter, are there usually like other things to look for? I'm just having a boo along the map and I'm like, that looks like bones. That looks like a tire. That looks like bones. Cool. That's it usually. All right. Sometimes, but not often. So it's worth having just a quick look around to see if there's anything else. I made it. What is local law regarding weapons? No weapons can be drawn except in self-defense. If you start a fight, it's your fault. Other than that, it's your right to go around armed. Just don't pull a knife or a gun without just cause. Have a good day. Gates are closed for the night. Sorry to disturb you. I would like to enter your town. Cause no harm. Yes. Thank you. What's there to do around here? Plenty. Long as you stay on the good side. We got Killian Darkwater Store. We can do some trading. There's Gizmo's Casino. If you're a gambler, you can just want to drink and head over to the Scum Pit. Just don't get too rowdy. I like a rowdy time. Well, you best keep yourself under control. We're a free town, but we don't tolerate stepping on other people's toes. Don't cause any problems. You won't cause for me or my men to come down on you. Okay, bye. There was another thing, I think. Big picture. Work for Killian Darkwater. We keep some order in the town, deal with all the murderers, thieves, and scumbags coming for the desert. Who my advice, you also stay away from Gizmo. Keeps you law boys from just busting Gizmo and the skulls. That fathead runs a crooked operation, but we just haven't been able to prove anything. He was like, he's the skulls. Going to take the fall sometime if Killian's anything to say about it. I did all proper. Like, we know that Gizmo runs a rigged operation and all, but we need hard evidence to bring him down. Same with the skulls. They rough someone up. We bring one or two of them in, but nothing changes. We just don't have any direct evidence tying them to any of the killings or anything. Maybe I can help you with that. If you think you can get some dirt on either of them, we'd appreciate the help. Killian's the one to talk to. If you want to talk about Gizmo, we can get some info on the skulls. Just come back to me, and me and the boys will take care of them. Okay, I have more information now. Ah, I see. Thank you, Square.Cube. I might just run into a suspicious car or something else. Pile of rubble. Very uncomfortable looking seeing device, sometimes known as a couch. More. Oh, this place is big. I see Flash. I see Cougar. Can I do anything other than this? You were hit for 20 hit points. Moo. I hate everything about what's happening right now. He looks unhurt. I guess I'll go into my... I guess I'll wait here for him to shoot everybody in the face. Jesus Christ. Great. Awesome. Did I want to talk to those guys? I see it. You see the remains of Cougar. Doctors hired goons. I mean, now I can give Ian a shotgun if he wants it. You want a shotgun and a bunch of... I mean, because I'm going to sell some of this stuff, I have a feeling. Nothing in the ice chest. Ian's my rock collector, so I should let him have some. I'm at my maximum carry capacity. I am. Well, Ian, how do you feel about carrying another shotgun? Or do I want the shotgun? That hunting rifle's been pretty good, but maybe the shotgun's better. Let's actually just have a look. Because he likes his pistol. He doesn't want to use his shotgun. Inventory. Shotgun. 12 to 22, range 14 versus hunting rifle. 8 to 20, range 40. And I have lots of ammunition for that. So more overall, shorter range. You can have all this. And I don't know, you can have this too. And this. And you might want these. You can carry these also. Great. Oh, you could use some more stims. You carry these rocks. Great. Will NPCs use grenades? I don't know. Oh, but also, if an NPC uses a grenade, they might not make a very good decision about it. All right, well, I'm doing a lot of inventory management. Maybe what we'll do is I'll save the game. Yeah, I don't think I wanted to kill. Maybe shouldn't kill dudes. We'll just mark that right now. And then we will do this. And we're going to take a quick break. And we'll come back with more Fallout in a few minutes. So take a break for yourself too. Welcome back, everybody. I realize that I keep forgetting to run commercials. It looks like, though, I can go down this ladder. That seems exciting. Oh, this is going to get real fucking exciting. I see a rotund midget. I see Doc Morbid. What you down here for? See how you're doing. What are you doing? Yes, body parts almost ready to go to hub. Of course, that's why I'm here. For what? For Bob to sell to eat? Why do you ask what we use for? I wasn't sure. This is where Bob got his human meat from. Yes, Doc Morbid has best human bodies around. None better. I'll be back to pick the bodies in a little while. Goodbye. Let's talk to the doctor. Wait. Oh, for Christ's sake. I can't even hit him from here. Just be better off walking over here. Wow. Hang on. I just realized I walked away. Let's try it. I shot that midget. Oh, Jesus. I'm not liking how any of this is going. Did Ian drop his weapon or something? Were you giving him a free shot? Like, what the fuck were you doing? Oh, now I'm getting hit. Oh, good. This can't possibly end badly. Do we kill him? Yes? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's okay that there's iguana on a stick. Right, there's a take all button for a reason. Bookshelf. I like bookshelves. I don't have anything on them, but... it's a tool. Oh, it's a tool set. Okay. I don't... It is locked. I would need a key. Nobody has a key. Some sort of box on the ground. Chunks of organs and body part. Great. Or a lockpick? Oh. Right. I have that skill, don't I? Oh my god. Did I want what's in there? Traps is also a skill. You know what? I could come back here later. Or I can decide to not do that whole fucking fight in the first place. Ugh. Okay. So the run that I'm trying to do here is not that I have to kill everybody. I want to kind of not have to kill everybody. And I know there is the way to play the game where you can kill everybody. And some people are not good people, but I also want to just be able to talk my way out of problems. And that makes me wonder if I should just back up. Fuck, I don't know. Ugh. I just feel like I'm going to walk into another room and it's going to be somebody else being like, oh, we should also have a fight. I'm like, what? Oh, who are you? I'm Andrew. I just guard the jail. What are you doing? I'm guarding the jail. What is your name? My name is Andrew. What do you do? I'm guarding the jail. Miscreants don't get in or out. Why would you keep people from getting in the jail? Someone might leave something to help prisoner escape. Someone might get locked inside and stuck until we can get the keys. Oh. I will. Please don't turn around and shoot me. Hi. Yeah. You bet, buddy. Got a nice little house. Got some stuff. What thing? Town guard. Tougher Gizmo's cronies. You bet. Chunktown. Stay on a good side. Stay on a good side, because everything's locked anyway. Okay. Oh, I've leveled up. Didn't realize. Maybe I should take some entraps, actually. Yeah, maybe. So, Junktown that's the exit. Is this more Junktown? It is. Had a feeling. I don't need more pornography, do I? Ah. Killian's General Store. Good man. Plenty of stock. I guess I should just wait until morning. Well, walk around a little more. It's fine. Oh, I probably don't want that. I shouldn't take his money. I feel like that would end badly for me. Hello. Crash House. Some info. Here's 50 caps. Tell me what you know. Want to rent a room? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, nice. Nuka-Cola, iguana on a stick. 2 different types of iguana on a stick, and then fruit. I feel like I'm not allowed to have those, though. Like it would create some trouble if I took something. Just fine. It could be better. How much do you charge? Done. I don't know how to close it. Can you close it? Hey, you can. Oh, there's a sign on the fridge. For tenants only. Ah. Yeah, it felt like the kind of thing that I should not touch. Nothing in the bookcase. Those guys feel like trouble. Another thing of Brahmins. More zone up there. Okay. Gizmos. Um, uh, what? What happened? The dog seems to think I am his owner. I earn 105 experience for helping Phil solve his... Who the hell is Phil? That beast is a killer. Okay. That is a nice pooch I have here. No books. I'm guessing that sound means that something else has happened. Ah, it is a bed. A very nice looking bed. Do I follow the dog? Can you sit still for a second? Good dog. There's so many people in there. I feel like something's about to happen. Member of Skulls, a waitress, man with filed teeth, member of Skulls, dusty leather armor with trench coat and gas mask. You see Ismart, Barfley, and a bartender. Let's talk to the bartender. Welcome to the Scum Pit. My name is Beej. What is this place? Have you ever seen bar before? This is my place, the Scum Pit. I'm a cave dweller. I'm a vault dweller. He's here, and you tip me. Oh, yeah. So can I get a drink? I'll have Nuka-Cola. Awesome. Ah. What the... Great. Oh, he has a knife. Who are the jerks? What's the scoop? Gizmo's Casino. Didn't know about it. Most people here have finished losing their money. The other part of town you got. Killian's General Store. Marcel's Crash House. Killian's a good guy. Straight joint. Carries everything you need. Crash is where you sleep it off when you've been here for too long. See the information. Who are the jerks? They're the Skulls, local gang, all the riffraffs. Start fights or cause a little trouble. Killing keeps them in line, though. Nothing. I'm good. Oh, what's that trophy on the shelf? It's an urn. Because my wife's ashes depends where is the most important thing in my life. Oh. No, we're good. We're good. Can I ask you some questions? Who owns the bar? Neil owns it. Good guy. Treated me right. We used to date. Got a little serious to my liking. I don't want to be a widow. Who's Gizmo? Friends Casino. No, I'd like to take a Neil doesn't want to sell. Killy and Gizmo do not like each other. One of them will either have to leave town or be buried beneath it. I just about Saul. Saul's my boyfriend. He's really good to me. Thanks. Bye. Man in dusty leather and trench coat. New face. Travelers here a dime a dozen. You have to look at someone different. Care to drink a drink? Sure. Treat B here like it's a potted plant. What's your story? I'm called Tycho. Come from out east. Used to be called Nevada. It's a pretty long trip. Yeah, it was. Decided to take it easy for a while. This place shows some promise just as soon as someone cleans up some of the scum. Yeah, I noticed. What do you know about those jerks? There are two grades of scum here. One's them Skulls. Gang that hands out in the back of Marcel's crash house. Just grade B twerps. The other one answers to a fat freak whose name you can probably guess. Runs a casino. Organized and dangerous. Oh, I'm Beej. Good to meet you. Step carefully, friend. Good singing. Do music anywhere else? Sing at the hub. Visit his brotherland Distill and Aditum. Caravans, why do you ask? How do I get to Aditum? Southwest of the hub. Aditum is part of LA Boneyard. Semi-industrial town. Didn't like it much there. What else do you want? How do you get to the hub? Oh, it's a short distance down south. Get to Brotherhood. A couple days west and a little bit north of here. Don't go there, though. They won't let you in unless you're with a caravan. Need anything else? Never mind, thanks. Here's Gizmo. Thanks, bye. Am I allowed back here? Oh. I'm guessing I'm not supposed to take the dude's urn. That sounds worrying. What's over here? Tough-looking muscular man, a boxing guard, and a boxing guard. Oh. I bet I can have fights here. Oh, you can bet on things. Okay, that's cool. If you want to take the skulls down legit, you need to steal the urn. Oh. Oh, that's one of those fooling the... If I can steal it, then I make everybody believe that they took it. I leave it somewhere where they have the thing, I bet. Press the wrong button. I need to steal it, though, you say. Hey. Hmm. Can you spare a few caps? Okay, they're just not very friendly. Wow. I don't know how to play craps. Use Nuka-Cola on the gambler. I wonder if I took like the hard stuff and I gave it to him, then he'd probably fall over. Sure, I'll bet 5. Sure, I'll call it a night. It's probably not a... Five caps. Nothing. Dingity ding, dingity ding. Barter. Ah, I see. Luck stat plays a big... Failed to do any healing. There, I healed him a little bit. Interesting. Probably can't go through there, can I? Oh, I did. Sure. Oh, he is not happy to see me. Casinos are fun.
Get your butt in here and sit down. We got some business to discuss.
All right, gathered as much. What do you want?
All right, here's the deal. Junktown, it ain't what it used to be. The only reason it's still here is because of my gambling establishment. Even so, Killian's been breathing down my neck. And I'm starting to take it personal. And that's where you come in, Slick.
What do you want me to do?
What I think is you're gonna take them out for me, you know? No witnesses, just in, over, out.
How much are you willing to pay? Wait, why don't you send one of your own
I
goons?
would, but there must be no connection between me and Killian's unfortunate demise.
What you willing to pay?
1,000 caps, no more, no less.
I don't really want to kill a dude for hire.
Sorry you feel that way. Not as sorry as you're gonna be, though. Can't let a word of this get out. Izzo, show our newfound friend what we do with people who say no to me.
Great. Ah. 11 hit points. Oh, he's got a gun. Don't like how this is going. Oh, shit. Don't like how any of this is going. Gonna die. Holy shit.
Your vault will now surely die, as you have.
Oh, good. All right. Casinos are fun. Can I get in over here? Door's locked. Maybe I don't want to fight or do anything yet. So I've got these dice. Standard pair of gambling dice. Must be for something else then. They say the games are rigged. I mean, I could keep trying to heal myself until morning. That is in a little while. How do I know Ian's condition? Do I have to talk to him? Like, there we go. He's healed. I gave you a shotgun, though. Oh, well, I guess you like that better. I'm too tired. I will need to rest. Ah, Ian's into pistols and submachine guns. Well, then that means that I should give him one of those 2 SMGs that I'm carrying. I only have the one. I thought I had 2. Did I give him one? If that's a 10 millimeter, that means it probably also uses 10 millimeter. So I have 6 of those. Let's give him 4. And maybe we'll give him all the armor piercing while we're at it too. But I'll keep the dynamite. Yeah. I didn't even trade. Went through that whole thing. You should probably take the shotgun back from him. Yeah, now he can shoot me in the back of the head repeatedly. Exactly. Okay, let's put a save down. Save. At casinos are fun. Sure. Think. Oh, right. You can use the first aid kit to heal. I keep carrying these things around and not actually thinking about, using them for stuff. That's me, right? Yes. The hell does that mean? And I have 2 first aid kits, and I mean, I'm at 38 out of 50, but yeah, I'll go to the general store first. It keeps saying the strain might kill me. I don't... Oh. I need 6 to 8 hours of rest? Oh my god. I thought I did. Okay. So if I try it again, I will wait a while. Okay. First aid kit's using the first aid skill, just boost it. Okay. Well, let's put that away. Crash House. Go to... Killian's is the general store, I think. That's where we wanted to go. Yeah, this is general store everywhere.
Can I help you?
Who are you?
The name's Killian. Killian Darkwater. I'm the mayor of this fine town. And who might you be?
My name's Beej. I come from up north.
Not much up that way except desert and shady sands. You from there?
I'm going to tell him.
Oh, yeah, sure you do. And when you were a baby, your crib was a safe.
Oh, it's called a vault. Prisoners from the war. It's been full of people for 80 years.
Don't feel bad. Ain't the worst story I've been told. So, what can I do for you?
Tell me a little bit about the town.
Well, Junktown's not much, but it's home. Mostly we trade with people or let them forget their troubles for a bit. Of course, we have our share of problems.
Problems?
From outside, we've had the occasional to-do with the cons, but they've been pretty quiet lately. Inside, trouble's been from the skulls, and I hear some strange things happening down by the hub, but they haven't affected us yet. Knock on my mother-in-law's head.
All right, tell me about the town.
Well, Junktown's not much, but it's home. Mostly we trade with people or let them forget their troubles for a bit. Of course, we have our share of problems.
Problems?
From outside, we've had the occasional to-do with the cons, but they've been pretty quiet lately. Inside, trouble's been from the skulls, and I hear some strange things happening down by the hub, but they haven't affected us yet. Knock on my mother-in-law's head.
Do you own this store?
You bet. May not be as big as some in the hub, but people usually find what they're looking for. Take a look around.
I want to talk to you some more. I'm having a good time talking to you.
Well, howdy. What can I do for you today?
What's there to do around here?
We got tons to do. The Scum Pit's on the east side by the entrance. Great drinking place. Gizmo's is near there. And if you're hurting, Doc Morbid's your man.
Not anymore, he ain't. So, thanks. Want to buy something?
That's a damn fine coincidence. That's what this store's here for. We got about everything you can need. Let me show you some things over here.
Ooh. Scout handbook. Stim pack. Done. I see. Sure. Ooh, AP5. I don't have enough AP. Oh, shit. I'm 95% certain to hit him, but I might hit his guards. Like, it's a spread. Fuck. Okay.
Listen, thanks for saving my life. It's a mighty brave thing to do. Now, it looks like we've got ourselves a situation here. I know Gizmo's behind this, but I need proof. You interested in helping?
I mean, of course we know Gizmo's behind. He said Gizmo sends his regards. What do you need me for? Ah, fuck it, I'm in.
You have to wear a recorder and tape Gizmo confessing. Or plant this wiretap in his office. Either way. And we got him.
Does he give it to me? Okay, it's just part of...
All right. I owe you. Here's the bug in the wiretap. You let me know when it's done. And good luck.
Third games. In towns like these, you can have a weapon in one item slot and just swap away from it to avoid pissing off people. Then I don't have to, I don't have to open my inventory in combat each time. That's a great idea. So that's what it means to holster my gun. Okay. The weird thing is I keep hitting that red button, so it just means I'm going to pull it out at some point. I just know I'm going to. Stuff.
Can I help you?
I want to buy something. It's all the same stuff? Oh, it is not. Leather jacket, leather armor, bottle caps, that's his stuff. Wow. Okay. Oh, I guess I could sell him things that I don't really want. Like, I probably don't need multiple shotguns. Probably don't even need, like, multiple knives. And let's see here. I'm guessing I can eat the fruit, so I might want to keep that in mind. Okay. This system's a little weird.
Can I help you?
Bag, rope, backpack, doctor's bag, Geiger counter. Ah. Oh, I just gave him that stuff? Oh, well, whatever. Because it's bartering. Right, it's bartering. I make him an offer of stuff. He doesn't sell it to me for, like, caps or anything.
Can I help you?
Caps are a way for me to... I should have dragged in 80 of his caps. I get it now. All right. That's fine.
Now what the Uncle Sam hell do you think you're doing here? You're damn straight this is my place. Now get the hell out before...
All right. Sorry. Oh. So I could sell him that hunting rifle in maybe exchange for something else that I want.
Can I help you?
I want to buy something. Have my eye on that backpack. That's 800. Okay. That's 324. That hunting rifle is worth 1,000. Oh, but you can only buy stuff based... I guess you ask for more caps and stuff, too. So it'll be like, I'll give you this, and I'll give you this shotgun, and I also want... too many. $600, 500 caps would be probably around what I would expect. How much does this system be like? No, you have to be an exact trade. Because if I say I'll give you this shotgun, and that's 811 for 824. very great. Okay, offer. Okay, it is really based on it's got to be an even trade. Okay. So now I have a backpack. Neat. Optional carrying straps. I had thought that by having the backpack would mean that I would have more carrying weight. I am trying to discover things about this game while I do it. Clearly. So how do I utilize this? I guess is the question. Oh, now I'm looking inside the backpack. Huh. So if I want to put like... Okay. You just put stuff in it. Maybe stuff that I don't want to have out all the time. Taking up space, like this fruit. Hmm. Use get. Drop item. Toggle active items. Hmm. I probably don't need 2 of these. And it seems like caps weigh less overall. Caps have no weight, even better. All right. So I can do that. I can equip the bag. And then I can be like, that goes in there, and then that goes in there, and then probably, I'm not using those right now, so we'll put all of those in there. I'm not using the dynamite, so we can go in there. It's funny, because as I'm doing this, nothing seems to be getting that much lighter. BBs can go in there. The flares can go in there, I think. If I'm not going to have that, then I might as well put all that in there. I don't need the rope right now. I don't need the crowbar at the moment. I don't really even need the knife at the moment since I have that spear. I could just put my caps in there if I wanted to. I feel like getting rid of one of my guns is not a bad idea. They don't reduce weight, they just reduce clutter. Okay. And then if I want to look inside that, it weighs 51 pounds. Ah, okay. All right. So I have to hide a bug in the casino. I mean, I have caps now. I guess I could stay for a night if I wanted to. Room 1 is mine. Is this room 1? Yes? Ah. Cynthia held hostage, threatened to kill her. It's no need violence. Let's talk about this. Blood flows. Blood flows and it's going to spill over the roof to get out of here. What can I do to help? Dude, by holding the woman hostage, you're asking for help. I can help. Sure. Why do you want to hurt her? Oh, well, let's work through this. Great. Can we talk some more? Tell me, you're in charge. Get the girl first. Okay, show me some trust and I'll trust you. Just have to believe what I say. What would I tell somebody in this situation? I should have saved before this. You just have to believe what I say. He's under caps. Holy shit. I think we'll save that. Thank you for what you did. No one ever took care of me like that before. I can really take care of you later. You're welcome. You know, my boss didn't even send some of his goods to help. You think for all the cash I make for that loser, he would at least live up to part of the bargain. Well, who's your boss? Gizmo. He runs all the sin in this town. Killian sure as hell wouldn't put up with me or my kind. If it weren't for the fact that I make Giz a whole hell of a lot of money, I'd have to do other things for him. More? Honey, those thoughts just don't do my stomach a whole lot of good. What else does Gizmo control? Every bad thing a person can do. He owns a casino, runs me and some of the other gals, even some little kids. I hear he is trying to take over the bar. Gizmo wants to take care of Killian, if you get my meaning. Oh, I'm aware. Got 40 caps, you got 10 minutes. Stopping by to see how you're doing. Doing fine, thanks to you, sugar. One more. Need some more info on your boss. How many guards does he have? Where's his stats? Any weaknesses? How many guards does he have? 8. Personally, if you get my meeting, I think he has another 10 or so. Where does he stash the money? I don't know. He takes my money. He doesn't show me his. I'd guess it's in his bedroom, but for all I know, keep where the sun don't shine because that's a big place. Does he have any weaknesses? Only that he thinks he doesn't have any. Well, that and he's a fat slob who can't move for a damn. He's got to have his guards help move around. Even then, they got to use a little tricycle. So I don't need to know anything else. Huh. I met you at the scum pit. What the hell are you doing in my room? I want to get some info from you and didn't want to do it in front of that bartender. Okay, sorry to disturb you. I have a problem that my dog is... and my friend. My dog and my friend. You know how it is. Ah, I see. Cynthia the seductive cell baby. Wow. Oh, talk to Marcel? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I don't want, not behind there. Thank you for helping Cynthia. She's not usually probably deserve a good night's sleep on me, but don't ask for another freebie. Thanks. No problem. Room 1, follow me. Same room? Same room. Free rooms for heroes. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Just here until tomorrow morning? Yes. I awake refreshed. You see a bookcase. Okay. Okay. We'll save again. That seems pretty good. So the thing is, then... Did I go in here? Oh, no, don't go in there. That's the skulls. That's these nice people. Scum Pit's over here. Oh, because he's doing his thing. Trap roll. Lockpick roll. Two, I think is what it is. So try a couple more times. Oh, I managed to unlock it. Holy shit. Sneak. Ah, he heard me. Oh, there's a door over here. I don't think I like where this is going. No, I think I need to not steal that urn. Yeah. That is the way out. I feel like I have to... I'm boxing today. Okay, when's the next match? Couple days. Saul boxes every 3 days. Who's Saul? Ah. All right. We have a job to do with Gizmo. Excuse me. Have we mentioned press 1 to sneak? Now, what would I do here? On the one hand, I need to get a microphone and transmitting device on him somewhere. Oh, I guess I have running is on all the time. That's not a thing that you do in here, I think. I'm accepted in Junktown. That's nice. Yeah, you can steal and plant the bug or record him confessing. But that would mean that I need to, like, walk up to him and steal, and I have 17%. So chances are good I'm not going to be able to steal things. So it sounds more like I need to record him saying stuff. And if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do this. And if I use this, that's right-clicking. I haven't actually turned it on yet. I guess I could turn it on and then walk through the door, and then I'm talking to him. And then we probably still have to fight. That does nothing. Whoop. Let's put that away in a big hurry. That does nothing. Okay. Oh, you just have to have it on you. Cool. Thank you, Lord Zine. We'll walk up to the... How close do I have to be, I wonder, to walk up and have a conversation about any of this? Oh. You see a disgusting excuse for man. This must be Gimbo. Gizmo, you see, Izo.
What do you want? I'm a busy man.
He would tell your assassin failed. He would talk about the attempt on Killian's life. Or am I trying to goad him? Killian's life.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you hired someone to kill Killian. He screwed up.
I don't know who you are, but I don't take kindly to strangers walking into my office and accusing me of things they know nothing about.
Hey, you don't want him dead? Fine. Just trying to be helpful.
Really? He's gonna help. What kind of help are we talking about?
Maybe a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
Well, how can I trust you?
Need someone out of town to do your dirty work, right?
All right. We can do this. But you work for me. You better know that nobody ever double-crosses Gizmo and lives to talk about it. You got me?
Got it. What you want him dead for?
That's easy. I want him dead because he cramps my business. So, what are you doing for me?
I really, really want to say, could you say that again, please, this time in my coat pocket, but... Oh, my God. If I say no, I can't, then it means that that's not going to work. But if I say, that's why I'm here, he'll be dead before sundown, that is on the tape.
Good. Return with the dog tags he wears around his neck as proof. And we never had this conversation. You don't mention this to anyone. No one double-crosses me. No one.
Awesome. Got out of that. What's Ezo doing? Oh, he's just pacing. Right, Killian's not here. He's in the next one over. He's down here. I do like that you do have your choice of how do you want to do this. Do you want to take the job from Gizmo? Do you want to take the job you want to do this thing for Killian instead?
So, did you get the evidence? Which? Bug or tape?
Confession.
Let's hear it. That's the first time I've been happy to hear his voice. Thanks, friend. Now, time for you and me to take care of the other business.
I'll take a suit of leather armor.
Well, thanks again. Well, listen, I'm gonna take the guards and run Gizmo and his cronies out of town. I could use another gun. You up for it? Might be good for a laugh.
Kind of depends on what you're willing to give me.
Well, I can pay you the standard rate for mercenary work. 500 caps.
Done.
Good enough. Go see Lars. He'll give you the details.
Smile. All right, are you Lars? I see Junktown Guard. I see Junktown Guard. I see Junktown Guard. Are you Lars? Is Lars back at the entrance? Maybe Lars is one of the guys at the entrance. Yeah. Sounded familiar. Oh, hospital. Yeah, these guys need help. Jesus. The doctor should help them. Oh, right. New armor. You're right. Time to put on my new cool armor. Armor class 22. No bad, no bad. Oh, look at me. Dogmeat still likes me, looks like. Yes. Let's do it. Jesus. It just starts. I thought we'd have to run over there. All right, we're probably thinking we got to take this guy out first. But I can't shoot anybody. Why is that? Oh, that's why. You know. The torso. Oh, I'm standing over there. Oh, God, I'm standing over there. Oh, God. Did somebody hit me? No, nobody hit me. Great. I'm gonna walk. Where the hell am I gonna walk? Three. I can walk there. Excellent. Hey. Okay, now I think I can hit him. I thought he was gonna jump the desk. All right. Wait, we're done. May the bastard rest in pieces. I picked a side and decided that this was the right side. All right. Cool. So I made some money, which everybody likes. That's why they call it money. And I got a nice thing of armor out of it, because I bet you Gizmo was going to give me nothing. And I have more weapons and stuff, which is always fun. This is that place. Maybe we'll go talk to him. Just stop by to say hello. I am accepted in Junktown. I'm really close to going up a level. This felt really weird. Like, not like weird in a bad way. Yeah, I'm gonna run back and loot. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not gonna go back and loot them. Skulls, though, seem like the next thing I have to take care of, and I'm the fact that like I appreciate Lord Zine. I appreciate that you are like mentioning some things that you can help out and you can do some stuff, and I appreciate it from everybody actually as well. Because knowing that's like, hey, don't forget to do this or don't forget to do that, that's cool also. I should mention too, though, that for the sake of me experiencing stuff, I do kind of want to do everything, but at the same time, I guess I need to like trip over a lot of these things myself and figure out what to do. The fact, Lord Zine, though, that you pointed out that, hey, you can steal the urn, like, don't forget that is a thing you can do. I don't think I was ever going to end up doing that, but now it's like, well, that is a way to take down the skulls without actually having to go through the problem. I'm like, wow, I never would have seen the line on that. That's very helpful. And those kind of things, everyone, like, I don't speak to everybody here. It is helpful for me to know that it's like, there are alternate ways to do this kind of stuff. Now that I've been exposed to that way of thinking, I'm going to try to look at things more obliquely, because I guess I don't really think about in this game that much about the different ways that if I think laterally, it's like, well, what if I did this and then I can do this other thing? So I'm not. Thank you, Lord Zine. I see you say I can rein it in. Yeah, I think that for what I'm doing, as far as like quest wise, if I would say to everybody that do rein it in a little bit, just so that I don't feel like I'm being like walked through a walkthrough with everyone else, because I know that and that's a good point actually. Lost the Pirate says don't forget to save, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. Did that actually work? It did. Great. Yeah. Yeah, Texan, you got it right. Let me learn from my own mistakes. Yeah, the hey chat rule is what I also really like too. Oh, quick save. Yeah, that's right. Quick save is like Control S. See, using the F4 and F5, I know they're separated. Great pick. You don't want them beside each other exactly. You want them separated by something. So yeah, I'll try to keep that as in my mind. So, but yeah, we're gonna kind of go by the hey chat rule. If I want some input and stuff, I think that'll be kind of the way that I have to approach it, or else I'm gonna feel like, oh no, I'm being told too many secrets, or I'm being told too many things, and yeah, I want to experience it for the first time. So, thank you very much. Did I go inside? I did not. I just you pass by a window and you can see inside. The question is now, of course, it's like if the answer if an answer here is to steal the urn, in order to frame the skulls, I feel like the sign just shuts off. Damn. The question is, how am I actually going to do it? Wow, they just cleared out. Everyone's like, thank Christ, I don't have to do this anymore. But I guess it also means that you're not getting paid to do a lot of this stuff anymore either. Spiked knuckles, stim packs, sure. Let's see. Somebody did ask me, yeah, Drowguard, first time chatter. Hey, what the resolution settings I used? Anyone can tell. This is 1920 by 1080 with 2x scale. And that's what I typed into the graphics. There's like settings that begin with the word graphics in, I think it's the ddraw.ini. I can't remember what it was again. This is Fallout 1 in 2. 1 in 2. Fallout et 2 it was being called for a while. It is there's lots of things you can do. So I think that we probably nailed it in that it's 1080, it's 1080p. The monitor didn't have to change for any other reason, but it did 2x scale it properly. You can see a dead gizmo. 9mm Mauser. Wow. One on a stick. Caps. 9mm ball. Ooh. Okay. Now let's have a look at that. Nobody's around, so I think I can probably play with my guns for a bit. Let's see here. 5 to 10, range 22. Hold 7 shots. That's kind of a... It's not the... because my normal ass gun, minimum ST3, it's 10mm instead of 9mm, so this is a more classic kind of gun. All right. We like this. We're going to keep that. I'm guessing I can eat the iguana on a stick if I want to. Wow, I just end up with a lot more caps all of a sudden. Spike knuckles, 4 to 11. Beats the shit out of a knife, definitely. This is 3 to 11? That's 3 to 11 at range 2, yeah. Put that back. Okay, let's save that one more time. And so if I go F4, tick, tick, tick. Oh, that's going to be how I get in real trouble. Lockpick, 2. Definitely pick the lock on the door. Traps. I don't find any traps in the door. Books? Lighter, guns and bullets, and a bag. Take all of those. And what's in here? Nothing. Oh. Inventory. Silver butane lighter in good condition. Gun rag. Practical use of firearm. Occasional bias review. Oh, wait. This bag holds your bottle caps. I mean, it could. There's no reason to, but... Done. Let's read this book. I learned how to handle my guns better. 66. Still, these other ones didn't come up any. But that's okay. It's funny. It occurs to me briefly that I could have also tried to... I could have also tried to not put anything into guns. I was thinking about this at the beginning of the game. I'm like, what if I just leave my guns the way they are? And what if I just dump everything into speech at the very beginning? And I guess that is a thing people do. That is a thing people do to start with. Like, you could just be like, oh, you know what? I'm playing this way. Everything into intelligence, everything into charisma, everything into luck, and we'll see what happens. Anyway. Okay, so we've looked in places. He doesn't seem to have any sort of other furniture or anything else hiding behind walls, because otherwise they would show up. These boys are dead. I've been over here. We looked in this. Nothing new. And I need to use the washroom, and I think also that means I need to wrap up. So here's what we're gonna do: is we're gonna walk outside of Gizmos. We still got to worry about the skulls in this town, but it seems like I'm getting a lot more. I have a lot more stuff I can do. Let's save the game. F4 to save the game. Return. Great, game has been saved. Right, so they did Friday night's filming today, and they did barbecue today as lunch, and they had some left over, and so I showed up, and Graham was like, you can have some of that if you want, and I was like, sure, why not? And there's like skewers of meat. And I'm like, yeah, I'll have a couple of those. Why not? I brought some sushi with me today, but I was like, I'll have some beef. That sounds great. So I had a couple, and then they were really good because they do a really good job. This is at Jones Barbecue here in town, and so so I had a couple pieces, and then I was like, you know what? I'll have another one. And then I'll have my sushi. That'll be fine. That'll be healthy, right? Great. And I had another one. I was like, yeah, but the barbecue sauce is really good on this. Like, it was on the side, so I could have as much or as little as I wanted to. And of course, I'm gonna have a lot because that's how I am. And then I had like a couple more pieces, and then I was like, well, I'll finish off the skewer. Why not? So I finished off the skewer. And then I'm like, I'm still hungry though, and we're sitting and having a chat because there's a bit of downtime, and I'm like, this is good. And I'm like, well, nobody else seems to be interested in having any because it is late in the day and there's nobody else. And so I'm like, okay, I'll have a few more. I'll have a couple more. They'll be fine. Graham's like, okay, yeah, but we can, put the rest away. Like, you don't have to, put the rest in the fridge when we're done. I'm like, yeah, you bet. He's like, well, it's because I've been here for a bit. I'm like, yeah, you bet. And, then I just had the rest. And it was a lot. Like, there was a lot. In retrospect, that was a lot of beef. And it was just beef. And I ate all of it. And it was so good. And the barbecue sauce was great. And the beef was good. And it was very dense because it was brisket. And I was like, oh, Jesus. But I ate it all, and it was lovely. And so I'm full up on beef, and I still got my sushi left. And I don't know if I need dinner per se at this point. I don't even feel like I really need my sushi. So it was not too much food, but I did eat the whole thing. So it can happen. And with that, I'm gonna just call it here, people. We're gonna let the audio go on its way out, because why not? I don't think there's audio at the opening screen, so we might as well just sit here and let it do this. But I'm gonna call it here for the night. That we have successfully did some cool things in Junktown. I didn't do much with the Raider. We just thank you for letting me know that I can come back later. An example of a thing that letting me know things about the game, because I'm like, I know I have 150 days to go do the water chip, and that's important. Obviously, because I have to do that, and there's more things in the game to do, and so I need to concentrate on being able to accomplish that stuff. But there is going to be stuff I'm discovering as the game, widens, and that's going to be, fun. So letting me know little things like that is also helpful too. Like, you don't have to do this right now if you're having a hard time with it. Obviously, you can come back a little bit later and have a simpler time. Wait till you get some power armor and come back and then talk to the boss and see what he thinks. With that, though, I want to thank everybody for showing up with the bonus stream tonight. This was a lot of fun. We were playing Fallout 1 in 2. Fallout 1 stuffed inside the Fallout 2 engine. It's been a blast doing this. We will probably do some more of these. I know that there's going to be more streams going on throughout the rest of the week, and I will just keep dropping things about, I'll come in and do this, then I'll come in and do this now kind of deal. I have my own work that I have to get done, and so I keep thinking that if I'm going to put all this time into, I'm going to come in and stream for you guys, that I'm going to not think so much about doing the rest of the work I got to get done, and I don't want that to happen. So, but this has been a blast so far, and hopefully I'm going to feel comfortable and confident that the way I am playing the game is happening the way that I expect it to happen. That I feel comfortable, with the choices I'm making. So thanks very much for the stream tonight, for joining me. Again, it's a bonus stream here on Loading Ready Run's Amazing Entertainment Network. You're watching us live on Twitch TV, but you're also watching this maybe on YouTube, on our YouTube, of many of our YouTube channels. You can go look at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun, and there are links through additional channels to see all the channels that we host as well, because we don't just do the main stuff. We have our Magic stuff, and we have our video game stuff, and our tabletop stuff, and we have many channels doing many things, and that is all thanks to you with your support on our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. We appreciate that. A lot of you also sub and give bits here on Twitch. We will welcome you all in a little bit. And then the YouTubers as well. You can be a YouTube member on our many channels. You can also do super thanks and things along that line, and we always appreciate that too. And you can check out the store.loadingreadyrun.com. Pick up some merchandise if you want it. If you see some stuff, you're like, man, I'd like to get that. You can add your email address into the blank. If you're picking a shirt, you got to pick the size, because that's how I know what size you want of that shirt, so I know what I need to reorder. So just, remember to, fill that out. Put your email address in that blank and hit let me know when it comes in. Please notify me. We only use that to notify you when the inventory is updated. I don't give a crap about having all your email addresses. In some ways, I kind of wish I didn't have it at all, but we need to let you know somehow. But that's kind of it. This, if you're interested in buying a copy of Fallout, by the way, I want to point this out, is that Humble Store has it on sale right now, and we have a Humble affiliate code. And if you go to lrr.cc/humble, that kind of enables that when you get to the store. And that shows that, you're supporting us through that way. We have a bunch of other affiliate codes for other places too. But yeah, check out the Humble Store if you liked. Let's see. That's it. No stream sponsors, no anything else. That's the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.